chị đang bán hàng trên Amazon, Skyrock cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi như đăng ký brand với USBTO, từ Helium10, chương trình Scout, Tích và Warehouse. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.
On your keyword tracker, especially if you have Boost on, do you see a graph that kind of looks like an earthquake Richter scale? It's going up and down, fluctuating. Why does that happen? Let me show you guys exactly the answer to that question. All right, so here I am in another Project X product, our egg tray. And if you look at the history, you'll notice something that sometimes looks like a Richter scale. Take a look here, right? Right here, it looks fine, right? But if I go back 90 days, look what was happening a while back, all right? Look at this. Doesn't this look like there's an earthquake happening? I mean, we're in California, but this is like a Richter scale, right? So what we call this is the Amazon search shuffle. During this time, I had Boost on, and what was happening was like we would see it ranked at 4, and then the very next hour, it would be ranked 52. You guys see, let me zoom in a little bit more here. Look at that. It would go up and down from 4 down to 52, then to 18, and then to 87, and then back up to 6. It was just going all over the place. So this is what we call the Amazon search shuffle. All right. What happens sometimes is Amazon just, starts showing a lot of different ranks based on the different geolocations, based on the kind of browser you're using. A lot more severe fluctuations though than normal. We had shown you in the last video how sometimes you can be different in the Edge browser compared to the Chrome browser compared to in private. But in other times, Amazon just every single hour might be showing different locations or not different locations, but different organic locations, or it might be showing it based on all the different places that somebody might be in the US. Now, for the most part, it's going to stay pretty steady. Like, let's go back to the coffin shelf. Like I used to have Boost on here, right? Just like the egg tray. But if you look back, I'm going to take away the different competitors' products. You can see right here, there was definitely some kind of search shuffle going on right here. You guys see? But then look what happened afterwards. It just was completely consistently number 1. And Helium10 is trying when you have Boost on, Helium10 is trying all kinds of different searching scenarios, or different browsing scenarios like Chrome and Chrome Incognito and Edge and Firefox and mobile browser, etc. And for the most part, as you can see, it stays pretty steady. But then there are just certain times where Amazon, it's almost like it can't decide what rank you should be at. It's showing you in different positions for different people who are searching on Amazon. So again, it's not something that you can control. You can't quote unquote fix this if this is happening. But if you do see that kind of search shuffle happening and that fluctuation, just know that Amazon is doing that. And there's nothing that you did wrong necessarily, but Amazon is just showing you in different browsing locations or different browsing results based on the person who is searching. So a lot of times when you see that, things will level out. All right, usually there's only a few weeks or a week or 2 or 3 weeks max where you'll see such heavy fluctuations, and then things should level out. So don't freak out if you have your product on Boost and then all of a sudden you start seeing those fluctuations. It's normal for a lot of Amazon products, and especially newer products, I've noticed get that fluctuation because it's like Amazon is testing to see, do you deserve to be on page 1 or not? That's just my speculation. That's not from Amazon terms of service or anything, but that's how it seems sometimes. So just, again, keep in mind, don't freak out if you see your product going back and forth, back and forth. But one thing that you could check out is your sessions and your impressions, because let's say, during this time, let me go back there. During this time where the fluctuations was happening, maybe you noticed that your sessions went down. Well, that would be the reason for your sessions or your page sessions going down, is if to half the population in America or the people using Chrome browser, you were on page 1, position 1, but then the other half, you were on page 1, position 20, here, like for example, here in the beginning. Well, what could happen then? You're not being seen to as many customers as you could. So it definitely does have a role in how many people see your product. Like if you're going back and forth from page 1. Like, look what happened to this competitor. Let's actually take away this right here. Look what happened to them. They were like consistently on page 1, and then this competitor started falling off. You think they're getting the same impressions that they were getting at page 1, position 4, then page 1, position 100, or page 1. This is like what, page 5, position 183? There is no way they were getting many impressions on this keyword. So this can play a role, but again, you can't really do anything about it if Amazon is, throwing you all over the place. But eventually, as you can see right here, look, it took them a couple weeks, but look, they leveled off and now they're pretty steady, this competitor on the top of page 1. So that's probably what is going to happen to your product as well if you are suffering from these Amazon search shuffle or Amazon fluctuations. Thanks.
Anh chị đang bán hàng trên Amazon, Skyrock cung cấp các dịch vụ dành cho các nhà bán hàng trên Amazon với mức giá cực kỳ ưu đãi như đăng ký brand với USBTO, từ Helium10, từ chuyên, được, lồng, với Tích và QUY彙. Xem thêm thông tin chi tiết dưới phần mô tả nhé.